What is your crush slash GF's name? I'm totally single. I don't have any crush. I don't have any girlfriend. Simply because I'm a very innocent kid and I'm not really into that stuff. Hey, what's up guys, this is Katie Cloudy and it's been a while since the last Q&A session on this channel, and the last one was back in November I guess. So I figured that I'd do another one over here, and so I asked you guys to come up with some questions and we got plenty of great questions from both Twitter and also the YouTube comment section. So yes, let's go ahead and answer all of those, and welcome to Ask KD V2. Alright, so the first question is tip for other small creators. Okay, so first is be patient. Second is put in the work, that is keep uploading. Third is be professional in your attitude. And fourth is don't complain and don't compare yourself with the others. And lastly, do it because you love making videos and you love tech or whatever, and not because you're too big in school or it's going to get you money, because you can only be successful in YouTube because if you love doing what you do. Is it illegal to kill an ant? Nope. Goal for 2017, 2000 subscribers. Initially my goal was 1000 subscribers, but we are already near that, so 2000 subscribers seems to be like a better refreshed goal. Any collabs with some small YouTubers? Definitely, if you are a small YouTuber or any YouTuber and you want to collaborate with me, definitely hit me up on Twitter or Instagram or even email, and I'll definitely reply. Also, be sure to come up with an idea, because ideas are the most important, because the main reason for a collab is to do something which you can't do yourself. So come up with a good idea. Just don't really do collabs for the sake of doing collabs. And yeah, hit me up. Sambar or chutney? Chutney, coconut chutney. What other channels do you watch other than the technology ones? Okay, so this one's a good one. I watch Casey Neistat. Everyone watches Casey Neistat. And I watch Gary Vaynerchuk, great motivational videos. And then I watch Chris Stuckman. He makes movie reviews and also other kinds of geeky stuff. And then I watch other stuff like Screen Junkies, CinemaSins, and a bunch of photography and DSLR related channels like DSLR Video Shooter, DSLR Guide, and also Peter McKinnon. And also I've been recently watching a lot of The Nerd Writer, and he basically makes video essays and analysis regarding art, politics, and all that stuff. I also watch Vsauce and Veritasium here and there. Which editor do you use and why? And do you color grade your videos? And how many products you got to review till date? A bunch of questions in one tweet. So, well, the first one, which editor do I use? I use Adobe Premiere Pro simply because Final Cut Pro is not available for the Mac, and I don't use Sony Vegas, and it might sound silly. I don't really like the design of Sony Vegas. And do I color grade my videos? I don't really do color grading, but I just do a little bit of color correction, a bit of tweaking when the footage has some messed up white balance, so just to fix all that. But I'm not really a fan of cinematic looks, and I want the colors of my footage to pop and be as vibrant as possible, so I just do a bit of color correction. And the last is that how many products have you got to review till date? I just got one set of review units till date, and they are the Poetic cases, and I mentioned it in my update video, and the review for that is literally uploading right now as I am shooting this, so you can look out for that. Best phone under 25,000 Indian rupees. If you can extend your budget a bit, I'll definitely say OnePlus 3T. Everyone says OnePlus 3T, and if Moto G5 isn't a bad deal, then we have the Redmi Note 4. And also we have a slightly older phone, which is the Moto Z Play. Not the greatest camera, but the battery life is just on point, and also the Moto Mods thing. And also, if you don't like Android, you can obviously go for the iPhone SE, which is not really that bad. How you got to know Tech Devoted? Well, we met over Twitter back in the end of 2015, and yeah, that's what I can remember. What video of yours would you like to remake? That's easy. That's going to be the Dell S24 15-inch review, because if you don't know already, that's the most watched video on my channel right now at about 34,000 views, and to be honest, it just sucks. It's horrible. It's horrible. I mean, the trap music in the beginning and the terrible audio and the really entry level shots. It's everything about the video is bad. And also, I didn't have much knowledge or expertise about monitors about back then. And I think that refreshed Dell S15 review would make sense right now. I'll probably even do that. I don't know. Which is the first gadget you ever owned? Anything, consoles, music player, etc. Okay, so the first gadget which I ever owned was the original classic PSP, also the PlayStation Portable, and it was basically everything which I needed. It was my all-in-one, like my media center, the hub. It had everything. I could listen to music, I could watch movies, I could play games, I could even browse the web, and it also had freaking Skype on it. So it was like a masterpiece back then, and I even had a bunch of accessories for it. I didn't mod it or anything. I didn't hack it because I was a kid back then, but it was my only device which I had before getting my first phone. What will you choose, 9 to 5 job or filmmaking? Which degree do you want to pursue? So this one's an interesting one. 9 to 5 job or filmmaking? It depends upon what the job is going to be. If it's a tech related job, I definitely go for the job, because I don't really like filmmaking. I mean, don't get me wrong, making tech videos is fun, but it's really different from filmmaking, and filmmaking is like a real pain in the ass, and I'm not really that much into filmmaking. I would go for a job any day, but it needs to be an interesting job. And when it comes to my degree which I want to pursue, I'll probably do computer engineering like all the others do, but after that I'm eyeing on something which is called UI UX, user interface / user experience, or also it's called interaction design over here in India, and that's a degree which I want to pursue. Will this get answered? I really want to come up with a clever reply for this clever question, but since I can't come up with anything, I'll just say yes. Yes, this just got answered. What if you accidentally delete your channel? Your reaction? That's my reaction. How did you make your intro and logo? Well, I made my intro in After Effects and I made my logo in Photoshop and also in MS Paint. Did it ever happen to you that you made a video with lots of hard work and you had to scrap it down finally? Yes, it was back in 2015 when I just had started out my channel. I was working on a review video on something called Remix OS, and it's basically a customized Android version which can run on your PC on Intel based x86 PCs. Installed it and I shot a whole bunch of footage which I have it right now, but it didn't really turn out that great and I didn't know what to do further, so I just scrapped it. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Also, how are you going to celebrate your first 1,000 subscribers? 5 years from now, which is 2022, I'll be in college, and I hope that I keep making videos. Other than that, I'm not really sure about anything. I don't know how much subscribers I'll have or whatever. I'm not really sure about anything else. And to celebrate the 1,000 subscribers, I'll first make a video for sure on that. And secondly, I am having this faint idea floating around in my mind. I'm not really sure if it's lame or if it's genuinely good, so I'll be sure to consult a bunch of my friends before I go public with it, but I'll probably do something when I hit 1,000 subscribers. Any plans for a portfolio site, for example kdcloudy.com? I definitely want to have a portfolio site because that's going to be useful when I graduate college, because that's sort of like the modern CV, but for now I don't really think that'd be useful, but I want to have it someday or the other, but not right now. Your tripod, PC / laptop, camera, editing software, question mark. Okay, so if you want to know more about my camera gear or the stuff that I shoot with, you can go to this link, kit.com/kdcloudy. I'll have it in the description, and it has all of the things that I shoot with, and the entire thing is just listed over there, so you can check that out. Suraj likes pandas. What animal do you like? I don't really like animals. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have nothing against animals, but I'm just really scared of them. Where do you stay and who gave you the inspiration to start YouTube? Okay, so I stay in Gurgaon. It's a suburb near New Delhi, and nobody really gave me inspiration to start YouTube. There's no particular person or particular YouTuber, and I have this elaborate story on how I started my YouTube channel, and you can check that out in the first Q&A session. I explain everything in detail. So yeah. How do you manage to do both school stuff and YouTube in its best way? Okay, so I try to be good in both studies and also YouTube, and I do that by not wasting my time. I try not to waste my time, and I do that by not watching TV. I don't really play any games. I don't go out with friends, and I get about 6.5 hours of sleep every day, and that's basically it. And all of my free time is spent on watching YouTube videos, engaging on Twitter, and also making YouTube videos. What's your process for creating videos? This one's a good one, and my video workflow is a lot simple actually. I first get the idea, then I think about it a lot, and I get the whole concept in my mind. And after I'm done with that, I script the whole thing in Google Keep within 15 minutes or so, and I immediately record the voiceover. And after I'm done with that, I again think about it for a day or two, get all the shots in my mind. I visualize the whole video from start, and then after that I just fire up my camera and shoot a lot of b-roll. And after I'm done shooting b-roll, I open up Adobe Premiere, create a new sequence and stuff, and I just import all of my footage and voiceover, and I first cut down my voiceover and cut out all the mistakes, and that way it's easier to lay b-roll over voiceover than the other way around. And after I'm done with that, I add all my effects, I add my intro, I add the music, and after that I export and I upload. And while it's exporting, I basically listen to a lot of music, and I shoot a full resolution still in RAW for the thumbnail. And after it's done exporting, I hit upload, and while it uploads, I import the still into Photoshop, and I just add some text and do some basic adjustments. And once it's uploaded, everything's set, I put the title, description, and tags and everything. I set the thumbnail and just keep it unlisted and watch it a couple of times to make sure everything's perfect, and it stays unlisted. And after that, I head over to Twitter, and then I recruit 2 people for the hashtag Cloud Squad, and I give them early access, and they give me some feedback if some changes need to be made. And after that, in a couple of hours, I just publish the video, I make it live, I tweet, I put an Instagram post basically, and everyone watches it. Okay, so the last question for the episode is, what music are you listening to lately? Okay, so if you are on Spotify, I've got public playlists on Spotify. You can definitely drop me a follow. I've got my profile in the description. But lately I've been listening to a lot of Drake's new songs. I've been listening to Linkin Park's 2 new songs, and I've been listening to a lot of Ed Sheeran. I just love his music. His new album is just phenomenal. But either way, yes, that's been it. Thank you so much for watching. This has been fun, great Q&A. It was really awesome to answer you guys' questions, and hopefully we'll have another one pretty soon. But thank you so much for watching, and to catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.